You ready, Pawan? Uh, are you ready, Ranjana? We can start off. Whoever comes, comes. Who doesn't come, we just do. Oh, even Pawan left. So, Ranjana, we'll see for another 3 minutes. If nobody comes, we will close the meeting and we'll do it on. We'll do it next week, okay? Remarks? You do your opening
Ma'am,
remarks.
give me the permission to share the presentation.
Okay. Sandhya, please give her permission. You can start, Ranjana.
Wait for 1 minute.
Yeah.
Am I visible, ma'am?
Yes, you can please start. Baswaraj, I want you to make notes so that you'll have something to speak about yourself. Okay? Thank you, Ranjana.
Okay, ma'am.
Good evening, everyone. Today, I would like to share my views about this topic, that women in leadership, breaking the glass ceiling. So what does leadership mean to you? Just take a moment to reflect and write one word that defines leadership for you. Leadership is the art of motivating, guiding, and empowering the people towards a shared goal or vision. And these are the core elements of leadership. One has strong vision, inspiration, integrity, empathy, accountability, communication, and courage. So, what is the glass ceiling? Glass ceiling is the invisible barrier that prevents the women from rising to the highest level of leadership. And it often due to systemic bias, stereotypes, and lack of opportunities. So, if I talk about systemic bias, that is unfair treatment that is built into rule, policies, and it is very deeply rooted into the system. It's not the just one person's opinion. And stereotypes, they are fixed, oversimplified, and often untrue ideas about the group of people. For example, women, they are too emotional to lead. Men don't cry, or men are better at decision making. It is harmful because it limits the opportunities and creates the doubts and hesitation even in women themselves. Lack of opportunity, even if I talk about some brilliant girls who are live in villages, they don't get the chance for higher education because their parents believe that boys should go to the school. And working woman is not promoted because his boss assumes that she will leave the job after having children. So it's the glass ceiling, invisible systemic barrier that prevents certain people from rising to senior level position within organization. So what type of the challenges the women they face in leadership? Gender bias is the one of the most significant challenge. Discrimination is the another one. Stereotypes, and the another is challenge related to work-life balance. So if I talk about gender stereotypes, certain fixed beliefs about what women can or should do. It limit their roles in societies. Preconceived notions. For example, assuming a woman with children won't be serious about her job, believing a female boss will be too soft to handle a team. So how does it impact? For such type of the mindset, this stops the women from being given leadership roles even before they can prove themselves. Unequal pay, when men and women, they are doing the same job, they are at the same post, but women, they get the less pay. And it sends the message that women's work is less valued, and it affects the motivation and financial independence. Lack of mentorship is the another challenge. Because having a senior person always helpful for guidance and for support. But due to the lack of mentorship, female, they miss out growth, confidence, and critical learning. Work-life balance pressure. It is the main area, balancing home and career. Because working women is expected to attend the office and take care of their children and elders also. Late hours and travel becomes a challenge. And it leads to burnout, career breaks, or even quitting the jobs in early stage. And another challenge is they get the fewer networking opportunities, because professional networking is the key to leadership. But women, they miss out due to social roles, time limits, or male dominated space. For example, business deals they discussed in late night meetings. So it results they lost the chance to connect and grow professionally. Social and culture norms. For example, good women don't lead, they support. So these are a few challenges. And if I talk about what makes a great woman leader, a great woman leader is not defined just by the position she holds, but the values she lives by and impact she leaves behind. So, empathy, a woman who leads with empathy, she feels with her heart and leads with her soul. It builds the trust within the teams and makes the people feel valued and heard. She listens not just to reply, but to understand. Vision, she should have strong, broad vision, because vision is about seeing the bigger picture, setting the goals, and inspiring others to move forward. She sees the invisible and inspires others to build it. She must have strong communication because her voice is her superpower. Effective communication is the ability to express the ideas clearly, listen actively, and engage the others with the confidence. It helps to inspire and influence. She speaks with clarity and listens with intent. She must have the emotional intelligence, because she must have emotional intelligence because it helps to handle the pressure and stress. It enables the biased decision making in emotional situation. So instead of blaming and getting panic, one should handle the team with calmness. Resilience is the another one, because it is the strength to bounce back from failures, criticism, or setback with the grace and determination. Why resilience matters? Because it keeps the momentum during hard times, set an example of strength for others, turns the adversity into opportunity. Collaboration, because she knows that leadership is not about me, but it's about we. Means working together with others and bring the best in everyone. Involving the team in decision making. She leads from within the circle, not above it. She leads with both head and heart. So, how one can shatter the ceiling? First is build the confidence. And how one can build the confidence by believing in ourselves, even when others don't. Because confidence is the foundation of leadership. Many women hesitate to go for top roles because of self-doubt as fear of judgment or fear of judgment. So, how to do it? One can build the confidence by focusing on our strengths, celebrate the small achievements, speak up in groups, seek the mentorship. Why it matters? Because when behind every successful woman is another woman who believed in her. It matters because we learn from their experiences, get the advice on handling the real world challenges. So learning from others lights the way forward. Speak up, use your voice. It's your power. Ask the question, share the idea clearly, say no when needed. Stand by your opinion with grace. Because silence keeps the ceilings intact, voice cracks them open. Network actively. Right connections opens the door. And how it gives the benefit, because when we have one have the strong network connections, it helps to discover the new opportunities. One can share the ideas and grow together. And how one can do it? To join the groups, stay active online, attend the forums, take calculated risk, because growth never happens in comfort zone. A great leader dares to dream and act. Say yes to challenging project, start a new initiative, change the paths if needed. Taking brave decision with awareness. Don't wait for the perfect moment, create it. Support each other. Empowered women empower the women. No one breaks a ceiling alone. What are the ways to support? Celebrate each other's wins. Recommend the women for opportunities. Be a mentor and cheerleader for others. Final thoughts is one woman can shatter the ceiling, but when she lifts the others, she builds a sky full of possibilities. Building together. Why it is important? Because true empowerment does not happen in isolation. It requires collaboration, support, and intentional actions. So, advocate for equity. Equity means what they need to succeed. Working mothers needs flexible hours because she is not that she is big, but consider her real life context. Share the domestic responsibilities. Building together means balancing life, not just tasks. Women's dream should not wait for the chores to end. What shared responsibilities looks like. Men should actively participate in cooking, parenting, cleaning. Family should support women's career goals without guilt. Why it matters? Because when burden is shared, women rise without burnout. Challenge biases. What we tolerate today becomes the norms for tomorrow. Some beliefs like women are not assertive enough to lead or men should not take the parental leave. So, what can be done? Create the inclusive language in workplace or schools and teach the children early to see the roles as human, not gendered. Sponsor the women in leadership roles. Don't just mentor, sponsor. Don't just teach her how to lead. Give her a ladder to climb. Sponsorship includes recommending a woman for promotion or committee, giving her visibility, not just encouragement. Implement the targeted leadership development programs by organization. If you want the women at the table, build the chairs designed for them. Organization should design the leadership programs, especially for women. So final thought is empowering women does not mean disempowering men. It means building together for a world. This is kinder, stronger, and more complete. Rewrite the rules. Because many of today's rules were made without women in mind when women were not in workforce. Leadership was defined by aggression. Household duties were only assigned to women. Hence, there is need to redefine the rules. How we can rewrite the rules? Form the small groups. Divide the participant into groups of 4 to 6 people. Each group should have at least one female leader who can write or speak on the behalf of them. Examples of restrictive rules that women with young children should not be given the leadership roles. Promotion should be based only on late hours or overtime. Men are not suitable for field work or high pressure roles. Women must choose between family and career. So, rewrite in an empowering way. What was the restrictive rule that if one is working for late hours, then he is able to get the promotion. But rewrite rule is the performance is measured by impact and innovation, not just hours clocked. Your voice matters. Means whatever you may think and feel, but needs to be communicated loud and clear. Because many women are raised with the message like, don't be too loud, stay quiet, let others decide, don't challenge the system. But don't wait for someone to give you permission. Your voice already matters. The more we speak, the more the silence breaks, and once it breaks, leadership flows through it. Why in women leadership matters? Because when women in leadership role, they bring the diverse perspectives, experience, and decision-making styles. And women in prominent leadership roles serve as a source of inspiration for inspiring female professionals. Study shows that women leaders listens more and focus on long-term impact, not just short-term result. Women often look at the problems from multiple angles. They tend to balance the logic with empathy. There are few examples who broke the ceiling. Indra Nooyi ranked among the world's most powerful women over a decade by Forbes and Fortune. And Kiran Bedi, India's first woman IPS officer. Kalpana Chawla, NASA astronaut. Sudha Murthy, first women engineer hired by Telco, now Tata Motors, chairperson of Infosys Foundation. Dr. Tessie Thomas, Missile Women of India. Final thoughts. The women's true power, wisdom, and resilience come out when the life gets tough in pressure, pains, and in challenges. A woman is like a tea bag. You can't tell how strong she is until you put her in hot water by Roosevelt. Sudha Murthy broke the ceiling. She stood for humility, service, and wisdom in both business and literature. Kalpana Chawla broke the ceiling. She proved that even the sky is not the limit for women. Indra Nooyi, she rose from a conservative Indian middle class background to become a global corporate icon. And Dr. Tessie Thomas, Director General of Aeronautical System of DRDO. So together we rise. It reminds everyone that success is not a solo journey. Lifting other is a part of leadership. Alone we can rise, but together we rise faster, stronger, and with more joy. Thank you for your time and spirit, and let's continue breaking the barriers together. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Ranjana. Thank you very much. You did a great job. And one thing is, in a group, it was a beautiful, beautiful presentation. I'm glad you started the way you did, and even more lovely the way you ended it.
Thank you.
Lovely. And but from now, I mean, I will tell you what happens in a group discussion is you will not have time to do any PowerPoint presentation. Okay. So what will happen is whatever you have, it should be in a small sheet of paper and you should present it. You will not be given this long a time. Okay.
Right.
That, but hats off. Beautiful presentation. Very, very well done. And I see your confidence grow by day and by hour. I've heard you when you were how you were earlier to now what you are. I'm very happy. Kudos. Congratulations.
Thank you
Okay.
so much.
Yes. So Basuraj and Pavan, you have seen what Ranjana has shared. So I want your point of view. I know Basuraj, your mother is a very strong influence in your life. I want you to speak about what Ranjana said. And Ranjana, you can stop sharing.
Shall I start, ma'am?
Yes, please.
Good evening, everybody. Actually, this is a good topic. In our Indian culture, we give a special respect to women, and we came across many great women leaders like Indira Gandhi, who became a prime minister of India for decades. And next one is Mamata Banerjee, who is the current chief minister of West Bengal, and Rekha Gupta, who is the new CM of Delhi, and everyone know Jayalalitha from AIDMK. She was also chief minister once upon a time, and now in India only 23.2% of the women became the leaders. See, now we means the compared to men's, women are uh, less in the leaderships due to say their work as before ma'am mentioned, due to work pressures, and they should take care of childrens, and they should manage cooking, and they have lots of pressure, and they'll be having a lot of works, but still women should be given a special privilege, and they should be allowed for leadership, and they should be in a good position in our country. If it happens, our country moves in a good manner, and as you know, the woman manages whole house. How she manages, she will know better than the men in managing the things like that. She also manages a country or a state or district, like, and she has more knowledge or courage and managing skills. Thank you.
Okay. And Pavan, would you like to speak?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, yes.
Thank you.
So,
Start.
so here, so the thing is, now women's are put into a invisible glass. We have to break it and then break that ceiling, and then we have to make sure that they are coming out. But as someone recently told, Basavaraj, yes, sorry. So he mentioned that about the achieved women's, like Draupadi Murmu, India's president, and we have many people like Jayalalitha, who is the leader in Tamil Nadu. So we have many achievers here, many women achievers here, but still there is a gender bias in hiring and promotions, and then there is unequal pay that is going on in still now it is going on, unequal pay based on gender. And then we have a lack of support with working mothers. They don't support the working mothers, and there is less opportunity for women right now also. But what I would say is there are many women who work harder than men, and I've seen many socially and even in cultural thinking, they are actually working too much than men's. Not comparing, but that's the reality that I would want to bring here. Based on education and even the awareness, laws, all these are equal, but still we see women still struggling for few things. So what I would say is we have to ensure that companies give equal opportunities, and we have to make sure that they women are friendly in the working places. So, and also we should make sure that they are getting enough support from the environment that they are living. We should also support the men who support women, and that is also one true leadership, as you mentioned recently. Like making growing someone else is also one leadership. So we should also support the men who are supporting women's. And apart from this, yeah, that we see in leaders at home and society, everywhere, even in apartments. Now women are also standing for a president and standing for roles, and they feel that yes, I can also lead things. So with that, I would want to conclude that we have to break the glass ceiling, which I mentioned. That's the invisible glass. We are still not able to see what we are hiding, but still we are hiding few things. We are stopping few things that women can do. So yeah, not only in talent, strength, and courage, it doesn't matter in gender.
Okay. So I'm going to throw. So this saying in English, throw. I'm just going to throw something. Okay. I want all of you to think. Okay. Now, there are two people, a man and a woman, equal intelligent, equal capability, and only thing that is, I mean, everything is equal except for the gender. Okay. Now, who do you think, on what basis do you think a person should be promoted? That is first situation. Second situation is a man and a woman. Man is more capable than the said woman. The two people for the same job. So I'm giving you three situations. Okay. One situation, man and woman are equal in everything except for the gender. Okay. The second
Ma'am.
situation, one second, Pawan, let me just finish. Second situation, the man is more intelligent, but the woman is, more capable and the woman is less capable. Okay. But both of them are applying for the same job. There is a reservation for women. Okay. The third is that two women, one is more smart, one is more capable, but comes from a forward caste, and one is less capable, but she comes from a scheduled caste or a reserved caste. So, the first situation, the man gets the job, though both are equal. I want each of you to give me 1 point for the appointment, 1 point against the appointment. Okay? The second situation, the woman gets the job, though she's less talented and less capable, but because there's a reservation for women. The third appointment is between two women, again, based on reservation. The less talented person is given an appointment. So I want each of you to think for a minute. We have another 15 minutes before we close. I want each of you to think for a minute. Give me your 1 point for the appointment I spoke about, 1 point against the appointment I spoke about. Because any situation in the world, there'll always be positives, there'll always be negatives. I want you to be able to think on both sides. Because we don't know where you're going to be having to speak, and we don't know from which point of view you have to present. I want you to be able to think. Okay, so I'm going to give you each. So it's now 7:47. I'm going to give you 3 minutes. 7:50, I want each of you to present. Do you want me to repeat the situations? All of you got the situation?
Yes, ma'am. I want to repeat.
You want a repetition? Okay. So the first situation, man and woman, equally capable, but the job is given to a man. Second situation, man is more capable, woman is less capable, but since there's a reservation, a woman is given the job. Third situation, two women apply for the same job. One comes from unreserved section of the society. The other comes from a reserved section of society. The reserved section, the unreserved section of the society, that woman is more capable. And the person who comes from the from the reserved section of the society is less capable. But the less capable woman is given an appointment, okay, a reserved woman seat. So I want each of you to give me 1 point for and against each appointment.
Okay, ma'am. Thank you.
Is anyone ready?
I would like to go up, ma'am.
Please do, Pawan.
Yes, ma'am. So coming to the first situation, where men and women have both, they both have equal talent and intelligence, but still we are choosing men. So something that I want to be for is that like the men are actually build their leadership roles from young. Like they take care of the home that is traditionally there, so they have that leadership skill in them, so they take care of the home and they manage everything. And if there is something going on, going wrong in the home, they are the ones who sort it out. So I am for it. And then against is that when it comes to gender, we shouldn't be considering gender for our workplace. So I would be against for it.
Okay.
This is the first situation.
Situation.
The second situation is about reservation, if I'm not wrong.
Yes.
So yeah, so reservation. Um, uh, so reservation was actually made to prioritize females because they were treated very badly before. They were not given opportunities. They were treated unequal in the society. Now that is not happening. We don't see any women being disrespected, or they are able to do whatever they want, and they are given equal opportunities in the society. So now considering reservation and then appointing a person is not something that I would suggest. Something that I want to be for is um, the older women have experienced a lot of pain, and government is just thinking if we don't actually uh, build this further and then hurt the further women's also. And then I think government is prioritizing women so that they don't feel that there's no one to support. So they're just giving a confidence that we government are there with you. We will lift you up. So that something that I want to be for is this. Something against this. Now the society is not as per before, so reservation can be removed, and then it can be taken. And coming to the third situation, that is based on caste, the same as reservation. Casteism was before, but now it is not there. We don't ask for any caste certificate. We ask caste certificates, but we don't follow it. Caste was because of the profession. If we are into soldiers, then we are called kshatriyas. If we are into like leaders, we are called gaudas. So now it is not like that. We are not appointing leaders according to gaudas. We are not appointing soldiers according to the caste kshatriyas. So now there's nothing like that. It's all based on the interest about the individual person they have. So considering casteism and then appointing is something that I don't suggest. Uh, I don't want to be for to the third situation, ma'am.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Basraj, Ranjana, who's going to go? We just have another 4 minutes, so I want quick these things, and then I will give you my point of view. Okay, we'll try to
Shall I
finish
go?
it as quick as possible. Yes, Basraj.
Ma'am, when it comes to first case where man and woman are equally capable, in this now man, if man gets a job, he can do the job even after the night hours. In morning, he can work at any instant of the day, but not women. Women can't work like that. In this case, the man should be given opportunity. Uh, then against is when it comes to women, and she work efficiently than a man, and she handles the things neatly, as I said before. And next I will go to third case, and I will again come to second case. When it comes to third case, where unreserved girl will get a job. Actually, she should get a job because she is from a lower caste. As it was written in Constitution, they should be given a special position in community because not they're not rich and they're poor. They should be given opportunity. And against this is in uh, upper caste also there will be some poor people. For example, if in upper caste poor people, if he has a talent, then due to reservation, if he don't get a chance, then he will be sufferer. I will say this point. When it uh, comes to second case, where men and women reservation, yes, according to me, the reservation should be followed because women should be given a chance as from olden days they are not given a chance. Still, they're not getting a chance in many places, so they should be given a chance.
Okay,
Thank you.
thank you so
Ma'am,
much,
as
Basraj.
per me, irrespective of the gender, whosoever fits into job profile and fits into dimension, that person should be given the job.
Okay. Okay, and what about the rest of it?
And the reservation and casteism should not be considered. Talented person should be given the job.
Okay. 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 So that's perfect. Okay. So what I want all of you to start thinking of is when you're doing your presentation, one, be to the point. Two, like how Ranjana, like, she said, irrespective of the caste, reservation should not be there. It should not be gender. It should not be caste based. It should be the capability. Wonderful. But again, there's so many social and legal problems that we'll have to face if we don't follow the reservation. But as and when we can, we should give more priority to talent and capability rather than gender, reservation, or the caste. But it is an uphill battle, and the whole society should work. It's not just the women, because even men should be of the same thought process, because the society is not just made of women, it's made of men and women. It should be a complete social movement. It should be something that the whole